Hey, I'm Ryan, and welcome to another session of meditations. I titled this talk, Become the Mountain, Overcoming Life's Challenges. And in this conversation, we're going to talk about a tool that you can use when you are experiencing a lot of emotional strife because of a negative experience that may be occurring in your life. Quick story. When I lived in California, I took a wilderness travel course. And it was amazing for a nature boy like me because they teach you how to hike and camp and use a compass and survive in the wilderness and all these different terrains. And I got to experience firsthand what scientists call the orographic effect. That's when the mountain range forms its own climate system. And this happens because you have the mountain range, right? And then a weather system will come into the mountain range and it is forced to go up and over the mountain range. But when that weather system starts to climb, it starts to cool. And as it cools, it forms clouds. And then the clouds, of course, are precipitation, which can come down as thunderstorms, snow, etc. So literally I experienced like you could be hiking at the base of a mountain and it's sunny and clear, and then you get into the mountain range and it's thunderstorms. It's a wild experience. And it reminds me of what one of my teachers used to say. He used to say, be the mountain during life's storms. So what does a mountain do during a storm? First and foremost, it doesn't try to run from the storm. It doesn't try to change the storm. It doesn't even complain during the storm. The mountain sits in quiet confidence, knowing that the storm too shall pass. And that's what I offer to you as you are going through some of life's challenges. As best as you can, see if you can be the mountain. So what does that mean practically? As something out there happens that is negative and you start to feel internal turmoil and strife, first and foremost, don't run from it. Sit with it. So often we try to escape these feelings by running to social media, alcohol, friends, and there's no judgment for that. It's just that often it doesn't solve the problem. What we have to do is be willing to open up to these feelings and accept them. Second is, as you open up to the feelings, just breathe into them. Oftentimes, if you just sit for 3 minutes, have the courage to sit for 3 minutes and breathe into these feelings, they will dissipate. They will go on their way. Finally, as those feelings dissipate, because they will, we want to try to cultivate that space, that now empty space that was once filled with a negative feeling. As best as you can, try to fill it with a positive feeling. And you don't have to wait for something out there to give you a positive feeling. That is something that you can cultivate by within through appreciation, through love. Think of something that you appreciate. Think of something that you love and fill that space with those feelings. Now, please don't misunderstand me. If you are going through major strife in life, you may not have the tools to be able to solve it on your own. So please get professional help, or if you already have a doctor, do what your doctor says. This is just an additional tool that you can use when you go through the major challenges of life that we all go through. Things like the death of a loved one. You may be in a relationship or a marriage and you're going through a divorce, or you lose your job. Lord forbid. But they happen. And this is a tool that we can use to overcome the emotion, that acute emotion that happens during those experiences. Now, it doesn't mean inaction, because oftentimes we need to let the emotion pass so that we can figure out and have the clarity and space to know what to do. But first and foremost, we've got to solve that storm that is coming in. And just like the mountain, if you can sit in silence and be willing to endure that storm, knowing that it will pass, that will often give you the space to be able to do what you need to do afterwards. I hope that was helpful. If so, please like or subscribe, or feel free to ask a question in the comments if you want clarification about this tool, and I'll talk to you next time.